Hello everyone, the girl that I'm going to interview today is partially a feminist, partially a fashion lover, but in general she's a future journalist and a student of the Moscow State University. Her name is Alina Babaeva, but let's talk to her today and know something new about this miraculous girl. Hello Alina, I know that you started participating in university activities only this year. In your opinion, how should the newcomer manage his time during the first time of education?
I think that it depends only on the person. I'm that kind of person, of people who need to get used to the atmosphere of studying and understand how the things are organized. But I think that some people, like for example, my group mates are all started participating in Hawaii 9 or, for example, MSU Theater the previous year. So it was hard for them, but I think they were great in this deal.
Can you tell me what is your favorite subject in university? Which subjects do you like here?
It can be weird, but my favorite subject is English because it's the only subject where I can express myself and even talk about some things that are not political, not economical, not boring, I think, because I can just even tell about my favorite game. As a gamer girl, I adore talking about games. Yeah, and for me it's very cute that our teacher respect our interests. It's really good. As my least favorite subject is Russian literature. Why? Because I have to repass it like in 2 weeks. It's very hard to pass this exam, and maybe 5 people from our group, academic group, have to repass this subject with me.
Yeah, no, the majority of students call it the hardest exams.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that I will manage to pass it. Last year there was distance education at universities. How did you manage to succeed in your education during that difficult time?
Actually, it was excellent to be at home all the day of studying. It's very comfortable for me to spend time at home and study at home. But I really missed my group mates, my academic group and A2, my English group. They are awesome. We were communicating and working in groups still, even at home. But I missed them very much. And for me, it was like a pleasure to come back to the university to see them. Disadvantages? I don't know any disadvantages. I think that it's very hard to concentrate, but if you want to study hard, you will, even at home, even in some strange situations, you will, because you need it. So
I know that in faculty on the journalism you have to write a lot. Can you tell me about your writing experience in the faculty? What did you write? What themes and what were the tasks?
I was writing only in English because in our seminars of basis of journalism, we had to write only news, and it was very boring for me because they have their own structure, and I don't like writing something like that. But now we write interviews, ask questions for some people. 3 days ago, I asked the first questions, like the first time for me, to people with I'm not familiar. It's interesting, really.
How does the university help students to express their personality at the faculty?
As you know, there are several models, and the first 2 years of faculty, you can choose the topics, you can find topics by yourself. It helps you to understand what you need to know and you need to to be in comfortable atmosphere for yourself.
I also know that you are a big fan of fan fiction. Can you tell me more about it? How was it? What did you do? Did you write something?
I started reading fan fictions when I was 11, I think so. But it wasn't. I can't call them fan fictions. It's like some episodes of my favorite Universal. It's Harry Potter. I read about Strange Pairing. It's Lily Luna Potter and Scorpius Malfoy. It isn't canon, but I strongly believed that they are perfect together.
Now there is a ball of physics and lyrics in our faculty, and this year the topic is Harry Potter Universal. What faculty would you choose, and what faculty are you?
I would choose Hufflepuff because it was my favorite faculty of Harry Potter when I was a little girl. I even started a role play. Then I am a student of Hufflepuff, and I dreamed about that beautiful guy from from Hufflepuff that will be there for me everywhere.
Was it difficult to make relationships with your group mates because you haven't seen each other in general?
Well, our first, I guess, 3 months we spent together because there were no quarantine. With someone I was familiar even because we studied together in Domjour. So I knew them and I love them so much. They are my soulmates, I think. So it wasn't hard for me.
Okay. The next question is some question about our faculty. Our faculty is famous for its cozy atmosphere. And in your opinion, what makes our faculty unique?
The faculty's atmosphere is cozy and comfortable. Like the 3 months, the three first months of our education there, because after you spend much time at the faculty, you start to forget about the atmosphere. You should think only about studying, because it's very hard to concentrate on beautiful stairs or stuff and so on, because you have to pay attention only to the books or something else.
What would you advise to yourself when you was the first year student?
I would start working on the real job at the first year, because it's really hard to start. I always in search of good job, then I can earn money, but I can start because I feel like I will not be a good worker. I would advise to a newcomer, just do what teachers say to you, because if you will not, it will be the worst year at the faculty that you can even think about.
Do you remember your first day at the faculty, the day when you got your student card? How was it?
I was nervous about it. It was very strange because when I firstly saw my group mates, the first question I asked them is, what are your zodiac sign?
Of course.
Yeah, and we started talking about zodiac signs and astrology. I understood that, it's my group. It's my people.
You're a great lover of animals. How do you support them in real life? How do you help them?
I'm a volunteer of dog shelter since I was 14. I come back to the dog shelter in my town every summer, and I like feeding them, I like hugging them, I like kissing them, because they are so cute and they need my love, because dogs are the best creatures in the world, I think. I have 2 dogs and I understand that they need my love.
What's your attitude to zoos and circus? It's a big problem, I think, today, because the conditions that they live are just awful. How can people solve this problem? What can we do to that? Have you ever thought about it?
Of course, I thought about it, because as a huge lover of animals, I cannot just think that some cute little bear is struggling. I understand that in some circus or zoos there are some awful conditions for living for animals, but in some zoos, for example Moscow Zoo, kangaroo lives more than in Australia, for example.
Have you already thought about your future career? Who do you want to become? Do you want to become a journalist later? Have you already thought about it?
I thought about it a lot because I still don't understand whom I want to be. I'm interested in games, but I don't want to write about games. I'm interested in fashion, but I don't want to write about fashion. I don't want to be correspondent because for me it can be dangerous job, and I like being at home and work at home. So maybe I will be a game commentator, a sport commentator, because I like sport also. For example, I like tennis. It's my favorite sport, yeah. And I want to command all the games because I understand that. I don't know if I want to be a journalist, but I know that my heart wants to.
How did you manage to do that? Were there the periods that you didn't want to do anything? How did you manage to start? What motivates you to start working and to start education? Is anyone that motivates you to study?
Yes, my father always motivates me to study. Yeah, it was like a hard time, a hard period for me when I had the second session, like with Russian literature, and when I said my father that I need to repass the exam, he said, "It's okay, it's okay. You will be great," and oh my god, I will cry. Yeah, and you will go through all things that you have to. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, it happens. Okay, everything is okay. Any serious questions?
I just love my father.
That was the interview with Alina Babaeva. I hope that you enjoy watching it and see you next time. Bye!